into power, but they supplied many of Ethiopia's rulers over centuries of imperial rule and might have been expected to sympathize with the Prime Minister's pan-Ethiopian ambitions. But over the last year, they too have been affected by the ethnic tension that in some minds stems from a threat of Oromo hegemony and a breakdown in national security. Incidents in 2019 made things worse. These Amhara parents want to know what's happened to their children. Last December, 20 of them were kidnapped whilst at university in Oromia. There were protests across Amhara demanding the government do more to rescue them.
አሁን እርማችን እንዋጣ 95 ቀን ያለቀስ ተቀማለው ስትል ደክማ ያን ሁሉ አገር ሄዳ ምትታገድ ከሆነ ምትገደል ከሆነ እኛን እስከቱ ምን ሊጠብቀን ነው አንማር.
To this day, no one knows who's holding their children or whether they're still alive. For some Amhara, a people still sometimes maligned for their once dominant role in Ethiopian history, such incidents are a painful reminder that they no longer control their own destiny.
The narrative that depicts the Amhara people as oppressing other nations is a wrong narrative. That is what has resulted in the killings and discrimination of thousands of Amhara people.
Now local politicians are listening to people's concerns about this rising insecurity. Yusuf Ibrahim is the vice chairman of the National Movement of Amhara, a newly formed ethno-nationalist party that's fighting to protect Amhara around the country.
Ethnic politics has already proliferated in Ethiopia. Only the Amhara people would lag behind in that enterprise. Finding the correct establishment in this turbulent situation was necessary for our people, and we came forth to establish NAMA. There are security problems in many locations in the country. There are armed groups, particularly running the Oromia region, even threatening the government to overthrow, and the fear that such situations would disintegrate the nation cannot be ruled out.
At the State Parliament building in the region's capital, Bardar, senior Amhara politicians from across the spectrum came together to listen to Ethiopia's Deputy Prime Minister, Demeke Mekonnen, who'd arrived from the capital to urge them to work together for peace.
የሌሎች የጥፋት ዓላማ በተግባር ከሚያነግስ አካሄድ አልወጣ በወሳኝ የትግል ምዕራፍ ውስጥ በስሜት መመራት የሚያስከፍለውን ዋጋ በውን እንገነዘባለን.
Yusuf Ibrahim from Nama was one of those in attendance.
The Amhara groups in the different spectrums are working together. Things are getting improved. This culture should be the baseline for working in the nation.
Today, with political elites struggling to find consensus, both within their own ethnic groups and with others, many worry that young Ethiopians are becoming radicalized. In Amhara, that concern is focused on local vigilante youth groups called the Fano. Like the Kero, they have also been accused of killings. But their members insist they're filling a security void left by a government that no longer patrols their neighborhoods and villages.
አይ መንግስትም ራሱ ሎ ኤንድ ኦርደር የማምጣት ችሎታውን በዚህ ሰዓት እንትን አላለ መገንባት አልቻለም ብላስ ህዝቡም ደግሞ በመንግስት ላይ ያለው እምነት እየተሸረሸረ ነው ማለት ራሱን ፕሮቴክት የሚያደርግበት መንገድ ይፈልጋል።
አባቶቻችን እቺን ሀገር ሲያስረክቡን ትልቅ ዋጋ ከፍለው ነው። ስለዚህ ተረኞች ነን ብለን እናምናለን። ለሀገራችን አንድነት የሚከፈል ዋጋ ቢኖር ተረኞች ነን ብለን የምናምን ህዝቦች ነን።
ጸረ አማራ የሆነ የፖለቲካ አሰላለፍ አለ። ስለዚህ ያን የፖለቲካ አሰላለፍ እና ጸረ አማራ የሆነ አስተሳሰብ ቻሌንጅ ለማድረግ ነው ይሄን አሶሲዬሽን ወይም ይሄን እንደ ወጣት ማህበር ተደራጅቶ ለመታገል
These young activists believe in a united Ethiopia and see themselves as both the beneficiaries and defenders of Amhara's imperial traditions. The biggest worry here is the divisive rhetoric, they say, is coming from other parts of the country.
ያንዳንዱ የአማራ ማህበረሰብ ከደሙም ከልቡም የተቀዳ ኢትዮጵያዊነት አለ። አሁን ላይ ሆነ ስታስቡ የትግራይና የኦሮሚያ ተቋማት ሀገራዊ መንግስት የመገንባት ፍላጎት ያላቸው ይመስላል። ሁሉም ህዝብ የተከባብሮ የሚኖርበት ታላቅ ሀገር